Welcome everyone to PowerPoint 2013 Module 3. My name is Dan McAllister and I'm your presenter today. Module 3 is about working with templates, master slides, and then bringing in charts, graphs, and other objects. So let's get started. First we'll be talking about slide styles, themes, custom backgrounds, and the variants thereof. Every time I start Microsoft PowerPoint, on the left-hand side I see a list of recently created and saved documents. And on the right-hand side, I see a list of suggested templates. I'm going to start with one of these templates. I'm going to scroll down, and I see one labeled Parallax. I kind of like the look of that, so I'm going to click on it to start with, and then I get to see that little preview that we saw in Module 1. I get to see a sample of the title slide, which in older versions of PowerPoint was the only preview that I had. Here in 2013, I can also see what some of the other slide layouts will look like. For example, layouts that would have charts, layouts that will have smart art, layouts that will have pictures. So I get to see ahead of time what things will look like, and then over on the right hand side I see these variants. Now at first glance on the variants it's a little bit hard to see what's going on, other than maybe the background color changes a little. But then if I go in and look at those other slides, then I can see how the colors will be used. For example, in my charts, choosing one of the other color variants here changes how my charts will look. And of course I can override this later. Now if I'm deciding I'd like to see one of the other themes, I don't actually have to close this and then go back here and click on another theme. While I have a theme on screen, I can actually use these sideways arrows to go through the various themes that are available. And that way I can see the variants over here and the layouts in here. So I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to click on Create for the Parallax theme. And now I can see that that's laid out on my screen for my first slide. And now when I look under the Design tab, I have other themes that are available. I have other variants that are available for the colors, for the fonts, special effects, lighting effects that I'll see in my charts and so forth, and background styles. Do I want gradient colors? So we're going to talk about those. We talked earlier about setting the slide size, where the default nowadays is 16 by 9 widescreen, but you can change it to 4:3. And again, I recommend doing that fairly early on. And then we've got a button about formatting the background itself that gives us lots and lots of choices about stuff we can do in the backgrounds. So why don't we start there? So I clicked under the Design tab, and I've gone over here to click on Format Background, which opens up this lovely task pane at the right-hand side. So I'm going to recommend that you put the video on pause, choose a design theme for yourself. If you want to choose the same one that I went with, I chose one called the Parallax theme. And then since then I've just been playing with the background just a little bit. But I'm going to play with it some more right now by clicking on Format Background. So why don't you catch up to me, put the video on pause, go choose that Parallax theme to start with, and we'll play with formatting the background.